Eurostat has announced that Eurozone annual inflation stood at 2% in August, confirming it's now in line with the European Central Bank inflation target. The figure remained stable month to month, holding at 2% since June, a sign that more rate cuts are likely to come as soon as economic growth remains robust. ECB President Christine Lagarde stated that the disinflationary process is over and that the Eurozone is in a good place, citing a resilient labour market and upwardly revised growth projections for 2025. The Office for National Statistics has reported that UK inflation held steady at 3.8% in the year to August, remaining nearly double the Bank of England's 2% target. The stubbornly high figure has hurt the Labour government's poll ratings and cemented market expectations that the central bank will keep interest rates on hold this week. This sticky inflation has put the UK in an unwanted position as an international outlier, according to one think tank, with the country holding the highest headline inflation of any G7 economy. Britain's largest home builder, Barratt Redrow, stated that uncertainty surrounding the UK's upcoming budget on November 26th have added to sale risks for the fiscal year 2026. The company is already navigating a market weighed down by weak buyer confidence, elevated inflation, and high interest rates. Fears of potential hikes to stamp duty in the budget are a key concern, raising the risk of deeper slump in new home sales. CEO David Thomas acknowledged the challenging market, anticipating limited growth in fiscal year 2026, though he maintained that the sector's long-term fundamentals are compelling. The European Commission has set out plans to deepen cooperation with India in fields such as defense, technology, and trade, despite tensions over New Delhi's growing ties with Moscow. The move comes as the European Union and India are in the final stages of negotiating a free trade agreement, with both sides aiming to conclude by the end of the year.
Our new communication sets out possibilities for closer cooperation on trade, technology, and security and defense and climate. A free trade agreement, an investment protection agreement, and a comprehensive air transport agreement can be pillars of this partnership. India's participation in Russia's military exercises and its purchase of Russian oil stand in the way of closer ties, because ultimately our partnership is not only about trade but also about defending rules-based international order. Our negotiations will address these challenges and with the aim of adopting a joint roadmap at the EU-India summit in early 2026.